All right, you're starting.
Okay, so.
All right, so we were starting out. We have our biceps brachii. This is going to, the origin point is going to be the scapula, and then the insertion is going to be the radial. Yeah, the radial tuberosity of the radius. Okay, so the radius being your forearm, lateral forearm bone. Then we have our brachialis, which is just deep to the biceps brachii, which is this muscle right here.
From the side.
From the side, there you go. So you can kind of see on the side. It's also on the lateral part as well.
It serves for support.
Yeah, it's kind of like the support of the biceps brachii. Next, we're going to do the brachioradialis, which is kind of keeps going down. It's this muscle right here. Its origin point is going to be the humerus. Kind of connects somewhere up in here. It's hard to see. Yeah, the lateral border.
Yeah.
And then it's going to insert somewhere right.
It's this one, 19.
Yeah, it's a 19. Yeah, so it's going to start up here on the humerus, the distal border of the humerus. It's going to come down and just end just before the end of the radius.
Okay.
Okay.
All
So then next we're doing the deltoid. Deltoid is a pretty simple one. It's this big shoulder muscle here, and it basically attaches the origin point attaching to the acromial area, basically the clavicle and the spine of the scapula. Cool. And then it inserts at the deltoid tuberosity of the humerus. So if you got that part of your bones, that's pretty good. Awesome. So we're going to go over the forearm, the front of the forearm, the anterior of the forearm. And you kind of have your pass-fail here. So we'll start with the first P. We have our
pronator teres.
Right, pronator teres. Thank you. So that's this first one here. The second one is our first fail, which is going to be our flexor carpi radialis.
Perfect.
Then we have our palmaris longus, kind of goes straight up to the spine or to the palm. And then we have our flexor carpi ulnaris. So,
perfect.
So we have our flexor carpi radialis, flexor carpi ulnaris. We have our pronator teres and our palmaris longus.
Perfect, and we need the insertion.
Oh, right, the insertion, thank you.
For flexor carpi.
Flexor carpi
radialis.
radialis. Okay, so the flexor carpi radialis. So I'm guessing it's going to start on the. Oh, yeah, thank you. Okay, so the origin is the humerus up here, and then it's going to insert on the phalanges itself, or the metacarpals. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and let's flip this over. I'm going to take off the deltoid here. So we have, starting up at the top, focus.
Yeah.
So we got the, we have our supraspinatus, spinatus. We have our, oh, I forgot to mention something, sorry. This is the subscapular fossa, or subscapularis. That's all it is. All right, you can tell because it's in the subscapular fossa. So to the back, we have our supraspinatus, which is superior to the spine of the scapula. We have our infraspinatus, which is inferior to the spine of the scapula. We have our two teres muscles, the teres minor and the teres major. The minor muscle always is superior to the major muscle.
And teres major, we need insertion.
Oh, okay. So apparently for the teres major, the insertion is the inferior angle of the scapula. So if you imagine this is the edge of the scapula, and this is the corner. This is the inferior angle. So it's inserting here, and it's, or excuse me, the origin is here, and the insertion point is going to be the interior tubercular sulcus of the humerus. So if you imagine like the head of the humerus, it's in between the two tubercles at the top. It's like right here, kind of.
Okay.
All right, cool. So let's do the back. We have our triceps brachii. Owns up in the back. This is the big muscle on the back of your arm.
The whole thing?
Yeah, the whole thing. It's this whole thing. You have your lateral head, the long head, and then right here, down here, you have the. I believe it's this one. You have the medial head, I think.
And?
18. Yeah, that's the medial head. Yep. Right here, 18 is the medial head of the triceps brachii.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go down to the forum, or the posterior of the forum. The big ones, we already covered the brachioradialis. Right next to that is the, this is going to be an extensor muscle. It's going to be the extensor carpi ulnaris. Wait, no, excuse me, extensor carpi radialis. Goes from the, I'm gonna guess the humerus down to the phalanges, because it's got to extend the phalanges. Then we have our extensor digitorum, so it's extending your digits. And then we have our extensor carpi ulnaris, which
Yep.
is there. And I think that's it.
For extensor digitorum and for extensor
Extensor
radialis,
radialis.
we
Okay.
need insertion.
Okay, so extensor radialis, so, or the origin of the extensor radialis should be the humerus, and it's going to insert on the phalange. No, excuse me, it's insert on the metacarpals. Or it says, okay, there it says phalanges, but yeah, so phalanges, I guess. Same thing with the, well, extensor carpi digitorum. Okay, the origin should be humerus and phalanges, yeah. Okay, all right.